What's up, Starcraft fans? The patch is now live. That means it's time to have a look at the new mutations. So, we have Radiation Zone on Rifts to Core Hull with Going Nuclear, which means nukes will detonate all around the map. Outbreak. The infested, or buildings, any buildings will spawn infested. They'll send them toward their base. This starts really early on, as early as 2 minutes I think, which aligns with the first wave. And finally, Black Death. This was gonna suck because all enemy units have a chance of carrying Black Death that will infect our units. And our units, when they die from Black Death or from anything, they spread that Black Death around to other units. So this was gonna suck hard for Vorzun because her cloaked units, when they die from Black Death, they teleport back to base, and this will infect all Vorzun's workers. So she's gonna have to find a way to deal with this without dark pylons. I'm thinking commanders that are good for defense would be useful here. Karak, Swan, if those guys can find a way to cheese the void shards, if they can rush and the laser drill, if you can rush Scourge to the void shards, if you can rush the Hyperion, if you can time stop rush the void shards, that would be good. Commanders who would suck here: Vorzun definitely, Alarak definitely. I think Zeratul might be good here actually. All his cannons would be in base, and they're definitely immune from Black Death because they're buildings. Also, another thing that's great about Zeratul is that his cannons are only projections. Even if they die from going nuclear, they will just be back at the base. So that's pretty safe for them. Zeratul, if you're using Zeratul here, watch out not to use Zeratul himself to kill units or get him anywhere near the action, because Zeratul will get infected and he'll well, never mind. I thought I was mixing up his words. Never mind. You can use Zeratul and he'll die. He'll just teleport back to base. That's fine. As long as you're not partnered with Vorzun, Zeratul should be fine. Next is Inner Power, Temple of the Past. Alien Incubation. That means enemy units will spawn broodlings upon death and power overwhelming. All enemy units are spellcasters. Oh, this one doesn't. At first glance, this one doesn't sound awful. As long as we can still camp the enemy spawns, we should be fine. All we need to do is clear out the whole map and camp the spawns so that the enemy units will not have a chance to use their spells. I'm thinking Rainer here. Rainer, Abathur, Stukov, Swan. If you're playing Karax, don't put the cannons on top of the ramps. Put them at the end of the map, at the spawning locations, so that your cannons will stand a better chance of getting kills for your ally. Moving fees on Cradle of Death. Microtransactions. Oh, a lot of people hate this one. I'm just gonna stukinate this one. This was gonna be painful. Scorched Earth. Microtransactions and Scorched Earth. So this one sounds like a job for Hero Solo! Yes, I think Hero Solo would be good for this one. Abathur, Dehaka, Kerrigan. I think Alarak, maybe even Alarak. Because, actually, Alarak's here doesn't even sound that good. What does he do here? Ascendants? Wrathwalkers? Wrathwalkers? Right-clicked onto Alarak? That might be good. I might try that. Yeah, let's try that. Artanis. If he goes Tempest, he can survive for longer. What I would recommend for commanders like Artanis is that you have all your units follow a single unit and have that unit be the sort of captain. When he attack moves, all the units that follow him will attack move also. That's probably what you can do. This one promises to be fun and challenging at the same time. Memorable boss from Void Launch. or on Void Launch, we'll have Heroes from the Storm. That means enemy hero units will spawn with every attack wave, starting from the one at 3 minutes. So we'll need to prepare for it. And Moment of Silence. If you want to cheese this one, you can probably go Abathur and just put Toxicness at the spawn points. That will kill the enemy units and prevent some heroes from spawning. I think this one is cheesable with Abathur. As long as you get your ultimate evolutions early and destroy the enemy. Moment of Silence might be tough though, because that will disable your units from attacking if they are within range or within 9 radius of any enemy hero that dies. So for example, if Rainer spawns and your whole army kills him, if they're within 9 range of Rainer when he dies, they will all get affected by Moment of Silence. It will not be able to attack for I think 10 blurred seconds or 5, something like that. It's not that long, but it's annoying. It's very annoying. It'll feel longer than it actually is. Flip my base on missed opportunities. Ooh, my favorite map. Missile Command. Pure Fire Beam and Eminent Domain. Oh man, oh man, oh man! I know what the game is here. I know what the game is here. The missiles will try to hit our base from the beginning, and then the Pure Fire Beam will also go for any buildings you put on the map. This is gonna be painful for Zagara because she needs to have forward hatcheries on the map in order to produce units and get them out on the field faster. She also needs creep spread. Oh man, I might need to ally Zagara with Stukov for this, just so she can get creep spread. And for Stukov himself, I would just keep all my bunkers in base. To A, protect myself from the missiles, and B, protect myself from the Pure Fire Beam. I think Stukov will still be good for this. However, he'll need someone to actually push out on the map and just rally his infested using the slight emitter. I would not put out my bunkers here as Stukov. Although with Kerrigan, you can bait the Pure Fire Beams using your Omega Worms. Her Omega Worms have tons of health, but the thing is, once they are killed, they respawn for the enemy because of Eminent Domain. I would recommend if you're a commander who relies on static defense like Swan, Carax, just stay in your base. Just put cannons all around your base. But when you're out on the map, use your army. I would recommend using your army. Zeratul would be forced to use his army here. Zeratul would be forced to use his army. So that's something. I think it's nice. I think it's nice. I kind of miss using Zeratul's army. Thing is, his cannons are so good for mutations that you sometimes forget that his units are even better. It's just that they're less countered by mutations most of the time. This is one of the times that it is not favorable to use cannons as Zeratul. I'll just use units here. Firewall on Metal Warfare. You have Lava Burst and Minesweeper and Barrier. Oh, Firewall. Because there are Spider Mines and Widow Mines all around the map at the start. This is going to be painful to clear. We'll need detection here. Nova will be good. Zeratul will be good. Swan would be good. Dehaka, depending on the spawns. Abathur will need Guardians and Swarm Hosts to clear out the enemies here. I'm thinking Guardians more actually, because Swarm Hosts, you have to think of two things when using Swarm Hosts: the target and your Swarm Host themselves, because Lava Burst will destroy your Swarm Hosts if you walk over them. Will be good here. Kerrigan, for Kerrigan, I just use Brood Lords, Dude Lords, but keep them out of range of Lava Burst. The thing with Lava Burst is it's actually dense if you keep your army all in one area. Artanis would be good here because of Guardian Shell and Detection. Artanis would be a great ally here. Vorazun, if you spam time stop, you'll be able to use that. You'll be able to use that for detection because it reveals all Widow Mines and Spider Mines. You can clear out stuff, but get detection out. And remember to spam Shadow Fury on Widow Mines because they will kill your oracles, and they are your means of detection. Han and Horner maybe can clear out some Widow Mines and Spider Mines, maybe. Who else? Phoenix can hack and rush out those observers and use Colossus. Same as Carax. Carax can also use Colossus. Just again, remember to stay out of range, or remember to watch your Colossus from the lava bursts. I think Omega Worms will be good here for Kerrigan because they A, provide detection, and B, are buildings, so they will not be damaged by the mines. You'll need to clear out the mines before unloading this if you don't want to use Brood Lords. Finally, we have Death and Taxes. That's the last. We only have 7 ones here, so I'm thinking Blizzard might be forced to make some more. It's good. It's great that they have new mutations. It's awesome, but if they can make more, I'd be even happier. You know. Death and Taxes on Dead of Night. Oh, my least favorite map. We have microtransactions, slim pickings, and Black Death. Oh man! This sounds painful, my most hated map. And with these kind of mutators, microtransactions means that your every command costs money, and slim pickings. That sounds painful. And to make things even worse, there's Black Death. Vorazun, what is Vorazun's option here? What does Vorazun do here? She has no options. Oh man. Oh man. What does Vorazun do? Ooh, that sounds absolutely painful. Void Rays are the only options Vorazun has, and she must not get them into Dark Pylons, otherwise the cloaking will be her demise. Because again, any cloak that warps into the base. Oh, Hunterlings will be awful here because they carry Black Death. Oh man! Oh man! If I were Han and Horner, I'd just rush to my strike platforms and defend the rest of the way. I'll just use airstrikes to clean up the map and just focus on defense. I'd not make Reapers here. I just rush up to my 10 platforms and just bombard the buildings. Han and Horner, I recommend. Zeratul, if you can get enough cannons before it gets too overwhelming, that would be a good option. But with slim pickings, it's gonna be a bit tricky because you have to A, send your workers out on the map to look for crystals, and B, spam out cannons. But once you get cannons, you'll be able to project them worry-free because again, they're buildings, so they don't transmit Black Death. Rainer is gonna be painful for this one. Oh Lila, what are you gonna do here? Probably just bunker up and then wait for your top bars to slowly clear out the enemy buildings. The keyword being slowly. Ooh. If you're Abathur, I'd rather you get 100 biomass units and manually switch off the ultimate evolution option. Guardians would be good if you can get to them because of the mutators, microtransactions, and slim pickings. If you can get enough units here as Abathur with 100 biomass, I'd recommend not getting a big army, just a strong army. Focus on biomass as Abathur. For Dehaka, same thing. Focus on essence, but he's gonna die pretty fast because of Black Death. Ooh, that sounds painful. Man, would be good for this? Stukov? Actually, Stukov would be good for this. I would just Stukanate this one when it goes live. I would just go Stukov for this one. Again, Alarak. Ouch. So painful. I can already imagine Alarak being here. Oh man. Alarak and Vorzun? Oh man, the nightmare combination. What do you do here? Artanis. It would be decent because of Guardian Shell would make his use last longer, but I would mass reverse here and be careful not to get anything on my reverse. But infested at night, that will be horrible. You need to hide your army in base. Make sure you have buildings defending. If you're a Tannis, maybe have zealots out. Maybe. Swan would be amazing for this one. I would just rush static defense all over. I'll just use SCVs. Maybe a tank or two at the back. Make sure it's way back so that they have no chance of being infected. And have SCVs, tons of SCVs, because Swan's repair is free. Carax would be good here for defense, just to make sure you stay alive. Who else? Nova. Nova would be painful here because of microtransactions and slim pickings. Oh man. And Black Death. This was a bit overkill, I would think. Han and Horner with Carax would be the dream combination, I think. Carax defends, Han and Horner rushes up to strike platforms. And you're golden. Just defend and use strike platforms to clear out slowly. That would be the best bet, I think. And that would be the last. That last one is very painful. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea of what else you can do, please leave that in a comment. See you.